warrior. This is Tolliver Cam, your faithful Communinet crier, spreading the word of the Duke and reminding you it will get better. War is hell, but our cause is just, and there's no other possible outcome than total victory.
Into the jaws of death. One more June. One more June. One more June earned. Into the desert storm flew the brave soldiers. Forward the shield brigade. The lasguns are down, he said. Into the desert storm flew the brave soldiers. Forward the shield brigade. No one to hesitate, despite their reckless hate. Hearkening, villainy. The truth not to ask what's right. They carry our sacred life, theirs, to stand and fight. Into the desert storm flew the brave soldiers. Lasguns to right of them. Lasguns to left of them. Lasguns to
Get the bastard!
Lasguns fire beam, forward to final breath. Boldly they flew, and well, into the jaws of death. Into the mouth of hell flew the brave soldiers. Flashed all their crisp knives bare, flashed as they turned in air, slicing the gunners there, charging an army, while Arrakis all wondered. Plunged in the battle smoke, right through the line they broke. Harkins and Sardaukar reeled from the crisp knife stroke, shattered. Then they flew back, but not all the faces. Lasguns to right of them, lasguns to left of them, lasguns behind them. Lightning and fire, forward to final breath. They that had fought so well came through the jaws of death. Back from the mouth of hell, all that was left of them left. of the soldiers. There will their glory fade. All the wild charge they made. Atreides, in debt to them. Honor, the charge they made. Honor, the shield brigade. Oh, those soldiers.
now as we journey to the blistering sands of Arrakis, where we follow the adventures of the O'Gary clan, a pioneering family of salvage experts, as they scour war-torn battlefields and crash sites to discover their next great haul.
Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to the Wastelander Chronicles. I'm your Admiral and Scout, Sally O'Gary. The Wastelander Chronicles. Today's story is a real nail-biter. We were out in the Haga Basin, tracking an off-course freighter when we had the most incredible and terrifying encounter. Let me tell you all about it. We were cruising along in Clovis, our trusty 68 Shom landmark. It was supposed to be a routine trip, nothing special. But then, out of nowhere, a rock slide showered down from above and blocked our way. And when the sand and dust settled, we were surrounded. Over a dozen of the fearsome desert warriors known as the Fremen materialized from the gloom. At least we thought they were Fremen, but their faces were hidden behind weird iron helmets. So Fremen or no, these guys were all business. The one with the biggest helmet stepped forward. He seemed to be in charge and didn't waste any time accusing us of trespassing on Moskra territory.
I've heard of these guys.
Maybe not a good time for naming.
We tried to explain that we were just friendly explorers, but they weren't having any of it. The one in the big helmet said we were infidels, defiling the election of Rome's domain. Whatever the heck that meant.
A cargo cult. Fremen wannabes. Dude Shaz warned me about them.
When were you talking to Dude Shaz?
Not now.
Well, was he talking to you, or were you talking to him?
Here we go.
I'm just asking. Don't I have a right to know why my wife is always chatting up that handsome sheriff?
He gives good intel.
Is that what you call it?
By that point, I guess Big Helmet had enough of Mom and Dad's bickering, because he got real mad and ordered us buried up to our necks in the sand. But just as they were gonna drop us into chin-deep pits, something incredible happened. The Moskret started yelling about something they called Shai Hulud and lit at it there like their tails were on fire. Turns out, Shai Hulud is the local name for the big sandworms. Well, I don't have to tell you what happened next. The ground started rumbling and rumbling like never before. I swear it must have been one of those super granddaddy sandworms you hear about living in the deepest desert. I figured it must have took a wrong turn at the field wall and ended up on our heels. But I'll tell you what, when it comes to worms, Mom and Dad know their business and led us to safety on Rock Island with practiced precision. When the dust settled, the worm was gone and there was no sign of the Moskret. Or was there? I got their trail.
Good job, son. Follow.
And why are we following it again?
They threatened my baby.
The trail led to a depression in the rocks where the Moskret had made camp. They posted guards, but they were no match for us. The best part is, after we killed them all, I found an old handwritten map tucked into Big Helmet's boot. It smelled like farts and old cheese, but I slipped it into my bag anyhow. I know, stealing isn't right. Dad always says that if they're dead, then it really isn't stealing. Anyhow, we took the helmets and left their gross corpses to the scavengers before finding our way back to Clovis. As we headed back home, I couldn't wait to turn on and read the map. It could be the start of our next big adventure. Back at our shop, we spend days spit-shining the helmets to a mere polish as we get them ready for you, dear listeners.
That's right, Sally. At O'Gary's Imports, it's Moskret Mask Mayhem, and we won't be undersold. We have big helmets, we have ugly helmets, we have big and ugly helmets. Come find us on the Agora Concourse of the Grand Souk in Arakeen. Because at O'Gary's Imports, if you want it, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll get it.
Thanks, Dad. Until next time, this is your faithful Batman Scout, Sally O'Gary, signing off and reminding you to always check your six. And come back next time for another episode of the Wastelander Chronicles.
How about that, folks? The deep desert holds more than just spice and sand. It holds stories of resilience, of daring, and of discovery.
They're coming!
remnants of valor, whispers of the calling the names of the fallen. Brave souls, now but shadows in the dunes. The remnants of glory. Desert silence, floated by memory. Sand beneath our feet, shifting with each sacrifice. Lives given to the cause. The remnants of glory. The era of valor, of gallant deeds, echoes in the annals of history. History, written in blood and sweat. The remnants of glory. In the silence, we remember names and faces faded. Faded but not forgotten, their legacy of flame undying. Glory may fade, but honor remains. A guiding star, eternal. The remnants of glory. In the stillness, whispers linger, ghosts of battles fought. Won or lost, but not forgotten, their echoes. Echoes of valor.
Episode of Through Their Eyes. Today, we bring you the story of Sergeant Creer, a decorated member of the 2nd Deep Desert Expeditionary Force who has faced the horrors of war firsthand. As we delve into his experiences, we honor the bravery and sacrifices of our troops.
Sergeant Creel, thank you for joining us today. Can you start by telling us about your involvement in the operation at Dune?
Of course, we're operational in the deep desert, so when scouting came back with reports of a Hark emplacement at Dune, well, that was a serious provocation.
What happened at Dune?
Like I said, we own the deep desert, so word got back to us of a Harkonnen bastion being raised. Our commanders knew what to do. 7 different cohorts. 25th Mesa Infantry and Gurney Zone were simultaneously deployed in a coordinated attack. The whole operation was brutal. The Hark defenders much more vicious than we were used to.
And yet, you and your fellow soldiers managed to execute the mission with surgical precision. Can you share a specific moment from that operation that stands out in your memory?
There was this one moment, I guess. The Hark bastion was still only half built, and we'd taken out a group of engineers, but we were spotted by a fortified lasgun position from the finished part of the bastion and pinned down. They were really tearing us apart. But somehow, we managed to get behind them through the half-built works. I remember crawling through the blood-stained sand and rubble. The smell of death and fried ozone thick on the air. When we finally took out that position, at least, it felt like a small victory in this ceaseless ocean of despair.
Your bravery is truly inspiring. As the operation continued, what kept you and your fellow soldiers going?
Duty, honor, the things they drill into you from day one. The example set by the fearless men of Gurney's own. But honestly, in the end, it's all about the man next to you. It's him you fight for, to keep him alive. It wasn't about grand ideals anymore. It was about survival.
House Atreides prides itself on its moral high ground and honorable conduct. How did the principles of Canley and the Great Convention hold up under the extreme conditions of battle?
Canley. That's for fancy folks with sashes and pressed uniforms. For us, the reality of war changes people. These missions, you do things that you never thought you would. I remember one night, after we took out a Hark listening station, seeing my comrades picking through the carnage off of Harkonnen survivors. They seemed different somehow. As if the brutality of the war had drained all humanity out of them. I even remember...
Sergeant Creel, it's clear that the emotional toll is heavy. Perhaps we can focus more on the moments of camaraderie and hope that you experienced during these dark times.
The what? Well, yeah, I mean, there are moments, sure, but... between missions, people share stories, laugh about the little things. Anything to keep the darkness at bay. But those moments are fleeting. The reality of what we had to do was always there, lurking behind.
And during the shoe wall operation, what was the state of your unit at that point?
It was pretty chaotic. At that point, we were exhausted, just barely holding on. More than half the unit was replacements by then. Young, inexperienced kids, really. Just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. And the Harkonnens had good intel. They somehow knew about most of our operations beforehand. I lost more friends in those days than I can count. I mean, we were just trying to stay alive, you know? Mission by mission, but... really, what was the point of it all?
Sergeant Creel, I'm sure at least you find some solace in knowing that your courage and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Can you share with us the impact your involvement in these operations has had on you personally?
I mostly just remember the,
Nothing is rendering.
faces. The screams. The loss. I mean, I try to recall the good we did, the successes and the victories, but... it's hard. So damn hard.
Your service and dedication to House Atreides are deeply appreciated. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, thank you. I just hope,
And that concludes our interview with Sergeant Creel. His story is a stark reminder of the sacrifices made by our brave special forces. Let us honor their sacrifices and strive for a future where this can finally end and the Harkonnens are eradicated from all of Arrakis.
You've listened to another episode of Through Their Eyes. First-hand accounts from the front line.
Reveal
Presented by your
yourself.
host, Redondo Monroe.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
In twilight's glow where shadows meet, a warrior stands. His sword, once bright, now dulled with strife, reflects the toll of countless lives. Oh, fate, you've carved this path of pain, through deserts vast, through blood and rain. Yet honor binds my heart tonight. For House Atreides, I still fight. Remember those who fell in fields, whose courage were their only shields. Their names engraved in stars above, their deeds the legacy of love. In silence, now I take my leave. For battles end, and souls must grieve. But know this truth, my comrades, in every heart we still stand near. Oh, house of just and noble name, we've lit the stars with honor's flame.
Sector
And
weather
though my
alert.
journey's
A
end
large
is
sandstorm
near,
is approaching.
House Atreides, shed no tear. For in the halls where heroes rest, where valor shines, where hearts are blessed, we'll meet again in timeless peace, where all our pains and trials cease. In twilight's glow where shadows meet, a warrior stands on weary feet. His sword, once bright, now dulled with strife, reflects the toll of countless lives. Oh, fate, you've carved this path of pain, through deserts vast, through blood and rain. Yet honor binds my heart tonight. For House Atreides, I still fight. Remember those who fell in fields, whose courage were their only shields. Their names engraved in stars above, their deeds the legacy of love. In silence, now I take my leave. For battles end, and souls must grieve.
Sector weather
But know
alert.
this
A
truth,
large
my
sandstorm
comrades
is
dear,
approaching.
in every heart we still stand near. Oh, house of just and noble name, we've lit the stars with honor's flame. And though my journey's end is near, House Atreides, shed no tear. For in the halls where heroes rest, where valor shines, where hearts are blessed, we'll meet again in timeless peace, where all our pains and trials cease. Powerful words that remind us of the courage and resolve that lives in every Atreides heart.
The heart of Rendavo. Rendavo's father was a sergeant, old and bent and grey. He served the Duke in '88, back in a bygone day. He lived out in the desert and scraped his meager fare, with children 9 around him and Ren, the youngest there. The older siblings lent some sense, but Ren was left without. He was tall, but short in wisdom, and grew up broad and stout. Eyes cheerful, willing, yet seldom looked at himself. What will become of you, poor boy? his father asked each night, and finally then answered, sword in hand. If all else fails, at least I can still die for Duke and land. Ren packed his bag and went to join the brave Atreides troop. Strong and fit, and healthy too. He was welcomed in the group. But when he had to master drills and learn the skill of war, the sergeant screamed and laughed and screamed still more. For when ordered to turn left, Ren would quickly turn to right, and told to shoulder arms instead, charged with all his might. Rendava's drills and troubles became a well-known tale. Even famous Duncan Idaho would smile at this travail. And when at last Ren's unit was ordered up the road, but Ren just let them argue. He stood there, broad and straight. If with the others I can't go, I'll go alone. Just then, he took his sword and backpack and marched out with the rest. At camp, he was their servant, fulfilling each request. But when the battle raged, he was ordered to stand back. He didn't understand when to take cover or attack. Duncan Idaho was on the run, Harkonnens in his tracks. He passed Rendavo's unit, shouting, "Boys, you watch our backs. Don't let the devils through the gorge, or all of us are lost. Guard it, build and regroup. Keep it safe at any cost." This extraordinary made up but of good 20 men. Got no to make their stand. The Harkonnen fell on them hard, their loved on Ren's death. And 7 brave Atreides men gave up their costly breath. The same disastrous fate would soon befall all those who'd stay. So when ordered to retreat, they all retreated straight away. All but one, who stayed to fight and charged the foes instead. Ren couldn't get the notion of flight through his stubborn head. He just stood there, bold and strong, and ready now to teach a lesson to each Harkonnen who came within his reach. At the choke point in the gully, they all each took a turn, but without lasgun cover. One by one, were forced to learn. They charged at Ren, but each who came was fought and bested all the same. None could beat this game. For Atreides' honor, house, and Duncan Idaho had rallied all the troops that stood there. He shouted, "Hold out, my brave lads. We're coming. Do not fail." So all who would hear him watch a true Atreides fight. "Hurry, boys, come to his aid. He has saved us all tonight." Against that fearsome counterside, no Harkonnens at all. They faltered, failed, and turned their backs, a rare sight to behold. Their faces pale, their weapons dropped behind them as they ran. And Duncan looked around and asked, "Where is that fearless man? He who held the gully until we could all return. That hero of the desert. His name I must needs learn." "He has fallen," said the sergeant, his head bowed down in shame. "He lies there dead upon the sand. Rendavo was his name." "I remember him," said Idaho, "of Ren who'd seemed to rest, but for the blood that stained the shirt across his mighty chest. That lasgun knew just where to strike, as plainly you can see," said Idaho to those around. "Yes, It knew more than we. It shunned his brow. 'Twas weak and poor, that much all of us knew. But found instead what better was his heart, forever true. The word spread quick among all those who had survived the fight. And every soldier did agree Duncan Idaho was right. Rendavo was no thinker. His mind slow, truth be told. His head, they said, was thick as wood, but his heart was made of gold.
Who's that? Die!
Kicked by the server. Interesting. Don't climb on the turrets. This is where I just was, wasn't it? It's stuck its zone name. I think I glitched the game out or something. I gotta exit the game and come back. I'll be right back, chat.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the Navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Sorry, had to check on the laundry as well.
Oh, he absolutely is, Vita. How's that for a surprise?
Well, yes. This, of course, changes everything.
Indeed it does. Cantor's secret is out, and it's going to make the rest of this competition very interesting.
The little slave who was underestimated by everyone now has the upper hand. The tables have turned, and this competition just became a whole lot more unpredictable.
Stay tuned to this frequency for more updated, thrilling commentary from the heart of Katie Prime. The man trap continues, and the excitement is far from over.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen channel for live updates and the most intense moments from the games. The competition is heating up, and you don't want to miss a second of that trap.
Wow! Wasn't that amazing? The spectacle of the Harkonnen family games unequaled throughout the galaxy.
Reveal yourself!
Following as the contestants engage with the terrors of the labyrinth and each other. I don't know about you, but I, for one, just
Shield on!
until the next installment of the Man Trap. Let's keep the momentum going with another thrilling anthem.
Who's there?
Reveal yourself.
We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the convert.
Once a high-level potential
devotion. I have since escaped and live under the protection of our good Baron. But there might be one to my name, and if you for my earbuds, they trapped in House Atreides. I am not many questions. Curious that you have used to unlock your own truth. Today's question: what is the price of loyalty? Consider the loyal soldiers of House Atreides. They fight, they die, they sacrifice everything for their duke. But what do they gain in return? A pat on the back, a word of praise, a posthumous medal that does nothing to comfort their grieving families. Think of the countless lives spent in the name of a house that promises glory, but delivers only bad. What is the true cost of such loyalty? How many families must be torn apart? How many futures shattered before one realizes the futility of blind allegiance? Ask yourself.
This is a nice base. I want it.
What does the Duke truly value? Is it the lives of his soldiers? Or the power he wields through their obedience? Why does he send them to die on distant sands, fighting battles that serve only to consolidate his own power? Now reflect on the lives of the Harkonnen soldiers. They too fight and die, but they do so with the understanding of their role in a grander scheme. They are not deceived by false promises of glory, but are part of a machine that rewards strength and cunning. Dear listener, ponder this. Is it better to live as a pawn in a game of deception, or to fight knowing the true nature of the beast you serve? What is the true cost of loyalty, and who truly benefits from it? Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, and you will just find your truth.
Every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty.
Huh? Die!
Two spice fields. Oh, that's why nobody touched them.
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the Harkonnen family games. The Man-Trap competition continues with fierce battles and unexpected twists. Let's start with a quick recap of our fallen contestants and those still in the game.
I'm Maxim Ibro, slave master of the labyrinth, and with me is the ever-insightful biologist, Vera Cotilla. Vera, let's go over who we've lost and who remains.
Certainly, Maxim. So far, we have lost Hollow Tom, Amado Belsin, and most recently, Kaylin Sheik. The remaining contestants are the Fremen, Puiko Nex, this slave called Kanto, who just surprised everyone by taking control of the rock lizards from his native planet of Ishgal, of course, the twins Morani, and the enigmatic Grey Lady.
That's right, Vera. The Grey Lady remains a mystery. She is the only contestant who hasn't been in a direct confrontation yet. Do you think her supposed witchcraft is helping her avoid danger?
It's possible, Maxim. Her ability to navigate the labyrinth without engaging in combat is certainly impressive. The Fremen, meanwhile, has just scared away the twins Morani, but now faces a new challenge.
Yes. Please, the Fremen must cross the Thunderbolt chasm where Kaylin Sheik previously fell. It's no easy task, even for a skilled warrior like him.
Puiko Nem has managed to buy himself some time by altering the walls of the labyrinth, keeping himself temporarily out of danger. But his cowardice is becoming ever more apparent.
And then there's Kanto, moving through the labyrinth with a pack of rock lizards. He is truly a force to be reckoned with.
Indeed, Maxim. But now, something unexpected is happening. Look, up from the chasm, someone is climbing.
Unbelievable! It's Kaylin Sheik! She must have survived the fall and fought her way back up! What incredible determination!
She's badly injured, but she's...
Worm,
not
go
giving
home.
up. She's coming up behind the Fremen, who's balancing on those narrow pillars to cross the chasm.
She's attacking him! But look at the Fremen's reflexes! He ducks, spins, and...
What the fuck?
from the Fremen. Chief is out of the game for good now.
But look, Maxim, and no passengers.
Alright, that's enough for me. I'm out of here.
And who's this? Boyko Nim is coming face to face with the Grey Lady.
What a turn of events! Boyko, already wounded and desperate, now standing how will this confrontation end?
We'll have to wait until the next episode to find out. Stay tuned, people of Arrakis, for more thrilling updates and commentary from the heart of Gate.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen network for live updates and the most intense moments. The competition is heating up, and you won't want to miss what happens next in The Map.
Do you need labor that never tires? Do you wish to possess the strongest and most obedient slaves in your social circle? Look no further than the Halil Trading Company, where every mana is picked fresh from the wild and domesticated to perform even the most demanding and demeaning task. Whether you use them for mining, construction, or for your pleasure, we have the slave for you. Speak to the slave master in Harko Village.
You're listening to the Harkonnen network, where every second counts in our pursuit of greatness. Strength through loyalty.
Remember, dear listeners, every action you take is a step towards greatness. Stay tuned for more programs and music throughout the day, and let the might of House Harkonnen guide you in all you do. Let's keep the energy high with some rousing music.
I see you've returned.
$45 more and I can be done with this event. What's the sandstorm doing though? Well hidden sub-fief.
Of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor for the Atreides regime, I have since escaped and now live under the protection of our good Baron. Recently, events have taken a dire turn, and I fear that my dear one still trust in House Atreides. As always, I offer a request to unlock your own truth. Today's question: what becomes of those who defy House Atreides? Recently, the Atreides have been covered by authority. They have seized my dear ones, who now languish in the depths of Erakin's dungeons. I fear for their lives under the yoke of this noble house. What do you think happens to the prisoners of House Atreides? Are they treated with a dignity and respect from the use of random brains? Or are they subjected to unspeakable powers, hidden away from the eyes of the universe? Consider the public face of House Atreides, a facade of honor and righteousness, and what lies beneath that facade? Do you trust that their prisons are places of fairness and justice? I have heard whispers of torture, of imprisonment, of souls looking in the dark of where suffering is the only option. But looks justice. What does such cruelty say about the moral high ground the Atreides stand? How does a leader justify the torment of innocence to maintain power? As we ponder these questions, the ones facing the bleakest of fates, does the book's righteousness extend to mercy? Does it stop at the threshold of his ambition? Dear listener, ask yourself, can a house built on the suffering of others trust me? All these questions will ultimately conclusion, dear listener. Until I just find your truth.
You're listening to the Harkonnen Network, where every second counts in our pursuit of greatness. Strength through loyalty.
Remember, dear listeners, every action you take is a step towards greatness. Stay tuned for more programs and music throughout the day, and let the might of House Harkonnen guide you in all you do. Surprising skill despite his wounds.
He's desperate. That's all this is. Desperation. He knows he has no other choice.
The Grey Lady is proving to be a formidable opponent. Her strength and speed are incredible. Far beyond what one would expect from her age and appearance.
Look at those old stars. Her fate is quite disfigured.
Yes, but they seem familiar to me. Have I seen them before? Where?
Anyway, back to the fight. Pulko seems to have the upper hand. But don't worry, he'll turn tail any moment now.
I'm not sure, Maxim. He is fighting fiercely, and despite everything, he seems to be holding his ground.
Just when you're thinking my something right. But wait! What's that sound?
The rock lizards! They're flooding into the room! And there's Colonel right behind them!
Look at them attack! Pulko is putting up a fight, but there's too many! Be well!
The Grey Lady is retreating. She's getting away while the rock lizards tear into Pulko. It's a frenzy!
And there he goes, disappearing in a swarm of teeth and claws. Pulko then finally getting what he deserves.
Oh, the rock lizards are relentless. He's pulling them back now, and there's hardly anything left of Pulko. Just bones and scraps of flesh.
What a fitting end for that coward. He deserves every bit of it.
Now we're going to fight contested. The Fremen, Kanto, and the Grey Lady. The competition is fiercer than ever.
Stay tuned to the
These are probably the two I was just at.
updates and thrilling commentary from the first of Kenny Prime. The mantra continues. And the is far from over.
Yep.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen network for live updates and the most intense moments. The competition is heating up, and you won't want to miss what happens next in The Mantra.
Uncle telling Maxim those scars, I've seen that kind of scar before. If I could just remember where. That's right, the Mantra, brought to you by the Hallian Trading Company, exclusively on the Harkonnen network. Stay tuned for more exciting content. Harkonnen, we are Arrakis.
Someone's here. Interloper!
Listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime, I was asleep. And now you will be affection for both now. Recent events have placed my business in great danger, and I must address an important matter. In the last podcast, I posed the question, can a house from the suffering of others be trusted? Some of you may have misinterpreted this as a vain criticism of House Harkonnen. Let me be clear. I did not intend to cast doubt upon the noble House Harkonnen. My loyalty to our good Baron remains unwavering, and I am grateful for the protection he provides. But today's question must be, is it possible to truly cleanse oneself of the Atreides corruption? Consider this, the image of one who has defected from House Atreides. Like myself, we that their deceit and self-righteousness. How deep does this taint run? Can it ever be fully purged? Or does it mean? What? Despite my reason, sweetness to the unholy nature. Why did the Atreides deceit and let marks on my very faces that I cannot erase? It has happened compromised by my past, or the very fact that I once served the Atreides? This is not an easy question to face. It requires hard, unflinching self-examination. I must ask myself, and I ask you to consider as well, can the taint of Atreides ever be fully eradicated? Or does it forever mark those who once lived under their sway? Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you will just find your truth.
Enhance your abilities and push the limits of human potential with Noble Oath. Offering a range of cybernetic enhancements and genetic modifications, we help you achieve peak performance. Stronger, faster, better. Become the ultimate warrior with Noble Augments. Upgrade today and experience the future of human evolution.
You're tuned into the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. Strength through loyalty.
The courage and dedication of our soldiers is truly unmatched. As my dear friend Bashar Podoba often says, discipline is the foundation of victory. And if discipline isn't enough, corporal punishment. Now, let's raise our spirits with some invigorating music.
This is so stupid. And then he's going to pop up again, like, right there to eat that one. Can't even scan it. I have got to use the restroom. Oh, we'll land right over here.
You are listening to the Dune Watch Network. We see all. And now your host, Darko Draganov.
Hello
Arrakis! Welcome to the broadcasting arm of the Dune Watch Network, where you are the Baron's eyes. House Harkonnen has 1,000,000 eyes. Remember, dangers from within are even more treacherous than dangers from without. It is your vigilant eyes and your truth-speaking mouths that keep us all safe. Let's get right into the thick of it with Whispers and Rumors.
Whispers and rumors.
Our network has received dozens of reports of vandalism of House Harkonnen property. This is a blemish upon the great house and upon the honor of its people. We want names. The first 20 names submitted will earn those reporting them a fine prize. A fine meal with an official from House Harkonnen. Failure to submit a report will be frowned upon. It's time, once again, for you, the loyal citizens of House Harkonnen, to speak your truth. It's time for the voice of the people.
Voice of the people.
Camellia writes, how often should one submit a report to the Dune Watch Network? An excellent question, Camellia. The answer can vary for the person and situation. However, I'd like to seize this opportunity to offer up this suggestion. Take the daily challenge. Write a report every day. What have you seen? What haven't you seen? Who do you suspect? And what are they hiding? Where do their allegiances lie? You never know what might lead to an arrest and reward. Remember, you have everything to gain. We have everything to lose if the eyes of House Harkonnen are not sharp. And that brings us to the Baron's most wanted.
Baron's most wanted.
It is official. That scurvy jackal, Zantara, is now the criminal with the longest run as the Baron's #1 most wanted. This is not an achievement for the criminal scum. It is a failure on all of us, on all of you. You are the 1,000,000 eyes. Surely this lowlife Reaver cannot escape that. Open your eyes. Submit your reports. Remember, as a terrorist cell leader for the savage Fremen cult, Zantara is wanted for a myriad of crimes, including murder, rapine, and the destruction of great house property. But his notoriety reached galactic proportions when Zantara poisoned the spice supply, resulting in the death of millions of loyal Imperial subjects across the known universe. But oh, he saved his masterstroke of terror for last. Right here on Arrakis, when he used stolen house atomics to sunder the shield wall and allow those bastard worms of the desert into our basins, our sanctums, to destroy our safety forever. 1,000,000 Solaris from the Empire to end this terrorist reign. Another 1,000,000 from House Harkonnen for his crysknife. I mean, how can we call ourselves a proud people while he still roams free?
Shame.
In more heartwarming news, let's honor the hero of the day.
Hero of the day.
Micah, a boy of only 7 years old, took the extraordinary and heroic effort to submit a report to Dune Watch, all on his own, turning in his parents. Micah's parents allowed their child to listen to the Battle of Corinth. This operatic epic, commissioned by the Atreides, is now banned due to its false historical content, painting the ancient figure of Bashar Abelard Harkonnen in an unfavorable light. Micah's parents have been indefinitely detained for spreading such insidious and disgusting propaganda, especially to a child. This could not have been easy for Micah, but doing the right thing never is.
Sorry, chat, still doing laundry.
Is uncertain, but he is going to enjoy a fantastic reward. That's right, Micah. You are going to enjoy an evening of revelry at tomorrow night's Gladiator Games in the Baron's own private box. Ha ha! What a lucky boy! Micah, we salute you! That concludes this broadcast of the Dune Watch Network. Remember, if you see something, submit a report. If you notice your neighbor has not submitted a report recently, ask yourself, what are they hiding? If you have not submitted a report recently, I ask you, what are you hiding? The thousand eyes of the Baron are watching. Stay vigilant, Arrakis.
Dune Watch.
Arrakis to the Continent Family Games. The Man-Trap competition continues to unfold with twists and turns you won't believe. Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrow and Mira Cotilla, for the latest updates.
Thank you and welcome back. I'm Maxim Dubrow, Slave Master of the Labyrinth, and with me is biologist Mira Cotilla. Mira, the Grey Lady seems to have some kind of guiding power. She's managed to stay ahead of Kanto and his rock lizards.
Indeed, Maxim. She's moving through the labyrinth with an otherworldly grace. She's so quiet and nimble that she's managed to throw Kanto off her trail entirely.
She's lost her trail and is now wandering, but this leads her straight into the path of the Fremen.
The Fremen in Kanto are now face to face.
There's someone here.
I don't think the Fremen has a chance against us.
Kanto seems confident, but the Fremen is holding his ground with that grease knife of his. He's moving with precision, striking down the lizards one by one.
Look at him go! Despite the odds, the Fremen's skill and determination are unmatched. He's managing to fend off the lizards.
Kanto seems to be losing his nerve. Half of his lizards are down, and he's starting to retreat. He's backing away, but
He's backed right into the twins' Morani. What are they doing here?
the twin Morani have taken this opportunity to strike. They're taking down Kanto with ease, while his lizards are still preoccupied with the Fremen.
Kanto is down. The twins have eliminated him with ease.
This isn't fair! I mean, how often of the twins were attacking and his lizards were occupied?
An unexpected indeed, Maxim. With Kanto gone, we're down to 4 contestants. The Grey Lady, the 2 Morani twins, and the Fremen. This is going to be an exciting finale.
Stupid competition. That was great. I can't believe it.
What do you think will happen next, Maxim? Any predictions for the final outcome?
The whole thing's been so Jesus,
Okay, well, folks, the competition is more intense than ever. The final showdown between the Grey Lady, the twins Morani, and the Fremen is just around the corner. Stay tuned to see who will emerge victorious in the Man-Trap.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen Network for live updates and all the most intense moments. The competition is heating up, and the final confrontation is near, here in the Man-Trap. Don't miss it.
Someone here. I require assistance. We've got incoming.
here. Shields up!
Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty. You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime, I have since escaped and now live under the protection of the Baron. I have now received word from my supervisor within House Harkonnen that my dear ones, my family, that they have all been cruelly executed by the Atreides. This is difficult to speak of, but I must continue.
I'm almost there, just 20
Today's
more.
question,
This is a
what
boring
the
event,
role
I'm not
of
gonna lie.
religion in times of turmoil? When I left House Atreides, I also left behind the false faith of my fathers and the lies of the Quranian Zen Christian scripture. Naturally, I recognized these things for what they were: tools of control, an opiate for the masses, a way to keep an oppressed people docile and unquestioning. What comfort does religion offer in the face of loss? Does it provide real solace? Or is it merely an illusion, a false promise of meaning, of reunion in some mythical afterlife? Can we trust the idea of paradise? Or is it just another method to keep us subservient? When I think of my murdered family, I remind myself that the promises of religion are hollow. The idea of them being in a better place is just a comforting lie. We must face the harsh reality and not be swayed by these deceitful doctrines. Ask yourself, dear listener, what is the true purpose of religion? Is it to guide us, to comfort us, or to bind us in chains of hope and fear? Can we trust in the baseless promises it makes, or should we seek our own truths, free from the shadows of ancient dogmas? These questions have troubled me deeply, as they should trouble you. Follow these questions to their ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
You've been listening to The Convert, exclusively on the Harkonnen Network. Harkonnen, we are Arrakis.
Remember, every word spoken in truth brings us closer to victory.
Wow.
Let's continue
I
with some
untracked that quest
inspiring
because I wanted a clean screen. But it just wants me to track a new quest. These quests want me to do everything I don't want to do. Jam296, thanks for being here for such a long time. I appreciate you. I've definitely, it's too late now, but I definitely got to get a route down. I swore there was some down here. Fuck, forgot to go in vulture mode. Wrong weapon.
That is, until she was expelled for unknown reasons. The Bene Gesserit are very secretive and do not like to broadcast their failures. But she escaped, and they could not hide the extensive manhunt. I suppose she has been in hiding since.
That's very unexpected, Vida. As far as anyone here knew, she was simply the proprietor of a pleasure house. But it seems she has quite the history.
The twins Morani are tearing each other apart. They have no control over their actions under the voice.
Unbelievable! They've killed each other! The Grey Lady's custodians!
Wow! Sister Ilara's story is remarkable. After her expulsion, she vanished from public view, living in the shadows. Now she's emerged as a formidable contender in the man trap.
And now we're down to the final two cases. Or rather, Sister Ilara of the Bene Gesserit and the mysterious Fremen.
This will be the ultimate showdown. Stay tuned, people of Arrakis, for more updates and thrilling commentary from the heart of Genghis Khan. The man trap's final confrontation is about to begin.
Keep your ears glued to the Harkonnen Network for live updates and all the brutal highlights from the man trap. The
Sector
final
weather
battle
alert.
is
Alert.
you won't want to miss it. The Harkonnen, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty.
Gotta wait for the weather storm. What's up, Adan?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Convert.
Greetings, Truth Seeker. I am the Convert. Once an advisor to the Atreides regime, and now lives under the protection of the Baron. Recent events have shown me the true nature of those who claim to rule with ruthless fairness.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I only offer questions. I offer you questions to unlock your own truth. I ask, do ideas and official declarations matter? Or are we driven by darker forces? Consider, dear listener, the ideas of the great houses. Each has their own creeds and dogmas, their songs and legends by which they seek to shape their loyal subjects. But do these words and ideals truly matter? Do they in fact guide the actions of those in power? Or are they merely a facade, a mask to hide the true nature of their rule? Do not those raised in an environment of hypocrisy, cruelty, and deceit become inherently corrupt, no matter what lofty ideals they profess? Does not the soil in which we are planted determine the nature of our growth, regardless of the light we are shown? Look at the actions of House Atreides. They preach empathy, yet they, we are told, incarcerate and execute without mercy. They proclaim justice, but, some say, even they manipulate and deceive. Is there a contradiction there? And if so, does it reveal a deeper truth about human nature? I ask you, dear listener, to reflect on the true driving forces behind our actions. Are we, as individuals, truly guided by the ideals we profess? Or are we rather shaped by the actual environment in which we live? I have seen the truth behind the facades. All promises of fairness, of just rewards for loyalty and fidelity are hollow, and the real power lies in fear and control. I found that to be true for House Atreides, but I have found that the corruption of power is universal. And those who claim to hate hypocrisy and false virtue are no afraid They lied to me. The Harkonnen lied. I should have known. My family was not killed by the Atreides. Word has reached me that they have been protected by the children of Paladin and the people who betrayed them. With all its cruelty, showing its true face, I see all the Atreides, for all their faults, still foster their subjects with a fundamental empathy that the Harkonnen will never understand. I filled with a place with compassion, justice, and not just in words, but values. Perhaps diminished by time and harsh circumstances, but still known by heart. I swear to House Atreides, despite every spark of humanity that the Harkonnens have long extinguished, I renounce House Harkonnen and all of its lies. No! Lito! Lito! Long live the Atreides! Long live!
Stay tuned to the Heart Network, where strength and victory are celebrated. Strength through loyalty.
Knowledge is indeed power, dear listeners. And speaking of knowledge, I feel the urge now to share a counter story from my own life. And perhaps it could be a learning opportunity for any young Harkonnen woman pondering their footsteps. You see, once I had an intimate acquaintance with a highly ranked woman. He shall remain on me, but let's call him Berthak X. He was quite charming. The last nights were filled with passion and whispers, but he was prone to speaking in his sleep, and therein lay his doom. You see, the words of Berthak spoke in his whole corpus like they were trouble. He spoke in the darkness of the night, of doubts, of questioning the Baron's decisions. I knew then what I had to do. The very next morning I reported his treacherous thoughts. The Baron, in his wisdom, had Berthak X removed from his position and taken to a place where such doubts could be corrected. While I was praised and handsomely rewarded, new lover. This time a brigadier who turned out to have challenges of his own. But that, my dear listeners, is another story entirely. The lesson here, of course, loyalty above all. Loyalty to the battle, to the glorious Harkonnen family. Never forget that. Now, let's return to our uplifting music.
Well, I guess that means it's time to get out of there. If I can't loot a ship, like if it just zooms in, I'm not sticking around.
To the thrilling conclusion of the Harkonnen Family Games! The competition has reached its final showdown! Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dupel and Vera Cotilla, for the ultimate battle of the Man Trap!
Thank you and welcome back. Peter, we are about to witness the final confrontation between the German and Sister Rara.
Indeed, Maxim. Both contestants are nearing the
fearsome creatures in the Imperium. A Lhasa tiger, its muscles rippling beneath its straight fur, chains rattling as it moves.
The Lhasa tiger, known for its immense strength and ferocity, is chained in the center of the room, guarding the seal that the victor must press to win.
Sister Elara is attempting to use the voice of the tiger.
Tiger isn't responding. It's immune to her control. She's trying to keep her distance, but the
I really
tiger
wish
lunges at her with
it wouldn't automatically land. I would have had it in there.
She's down! The tiger has mauled her! It looks like Sister Elara is finished!
Now the Fremen has entered the chamber. The door closes behind him with a resounding thud, trapping him inside with the tiger.
The tiger leaves Sister Elara's bleeding body and charges at the Fremen, its roar echoing through the chamber. He's fighting with incredible skill and determination, climbing onto the beast and driving his crisp knife into its neck.
The Fremen is holding on, despite being horribly injured. One of his arms has been torn off, blood flowing freely, but he keeps fighting, stabbing the tiger repeatedly.
Unbelievable! The tiger is collapsing under his relentless assault. The Fremen has done it. He is the last contestant standing.
The crowd is silent as the Fremen struggles to his feet, his body battered and broken, stumbling towards the seal that will end the game.
He's almost there. Step by step, he's making his way. But wait, what's that?
Stop! Kill yourself. Sister Elara is still
I'm sorry, Chad. I gotta piss again. Jesus.
the voice to command him.
He's done it! The Fremen has killed himself! Sister Elara is rising to her feet, her face a mask of determination!
She's walking proudly to the seal, pressing it with a triumphant smile. Sister Elara has won the Harkonnen Family Games.
An astonishing victory! But wait! Who let you in here? What? No, take your clothes from me!
You have violated the rules betting on Kanto's victory. You are coming with us.
This is bullshit! You can't do this! They cheated!
Well, this is unexpected. Maxim is being taken away by the guards. It seems I am alone now. What an incredible ending to this year's games. Sister Elara has emerged victorious, proving her resilience and skill. And as for next year's games, I believe we might already have one contestant lined up, Maxim Dubrov himself. Oh, Maxim.
Thank you for tuning in to the Harkonnen Family Games. This year's Man-Trap has been one for the history books. Stay tuned for more updates and future events on the Harkonnen Network. Until next time. The Harkonnen Network, where every moment is an opportunity to prove your loyalty and strength. Strength through loyalty.
Chat, should I purchase No Man's Sky? It's on sale right now.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Attention, loyal listeners of the Harkonnen Network. Due to unforeseen events, the program The Convert has been temporarily removed from our schedule. Rest assured, the show will return soon, as dozens of new converts wait eagerly to share their tales of Atreides' treachery and Harkonnen superiority. Stay tuned for their stories of truth and enlightenment. Thank you for your continued loyalty. Glory to House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis.
That was The Convert, exclusively on the Harkonnen Network. Stay tuned for more compelling content. Strength, true, loyalty. What a powerful message from The Convert. As my dear friend Lady Melis always says, the path to truth is difficult questions. One which one.
Colin chat, I know you're all watching. Give me your opinion on No Man's Sky.
Strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. We are
I am still a crow, your guide and confidant, here to lead you to another glorious day under the might of our beloved Baron. Let's start with some invigorating music to get our blood pumping. Now let's dive into our first program of the day. The converts, where truths are unveiled and the light of royalty shines through. Listen closely, for within these words lies the key to understanding the true nature of our enemies.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled threads of House Atreides are revealed.
I am the convert. Once a high-ranking advisor to the Atreides regime. I have since escaped and live under the protection of our... I cannot divulge my name out of fear for my dear one. Still true. In House Atreides. I am not here the way you want to think. I only offer you questions. The right questions. Questions that are keys to my view to unknown truth. Today's question. What does it take to forsake privilege? Did my position among the Atreides grant me prestige, power, and pleasures unending? Was my future utterly assured? Was the life of one the sweetest across the known universe? Yes. To all of these, yes. And so, dear listener, I invite you to consider this question. What would one have to witness to give all of that up? To trade privileges for the never-ending paranoia of follow that question to its ultimate conclusion, dear listener, and you may just find your truth.
I don't remember where I came from. Or where did I go, Cotton Eye Joe? Looks like I've already been here. There it is. The spice. Yo, get out of here, boy. I'm gonna have to sit up here for a little bit now. Oh, yep. How was it? Was it good? Alright, we chill now? Can you go, please? Can you get out of here? Why does it look like a butthole? I was almost fucked.
Listening to the Harkonnen Network, where strength, loyalty, and dominance reign supreme. Strength through loyalty.
Next up, dear listeners, what you have all been waiting for. It's finally time for the annual Harkonnen Family Games. I know you're all as excited as I am. Let's go live to this year's first installment of the Man Trap. Action, suspense, and viral dance, straight from the Grand Arena of 80 Prime.
People of Arrakis, today marks the beginning of the annual Harkonnen Family Games, and the Grand Arena on Gedi Prime has been transformed into a labyrinth filled with traps and deadly creatures from across the Imperium. Ever since its construction 20 years ago, the labyrinth has played host to the traditional competition known as the Man Trap. Center, only one may leave to be granted freedom and glory.
Today by Vida, renowned biologist. Vida, tell us about your first memory of this power competition.
Oh, I still remember to this day, Nexum. I was when one of the contestants was constricted and swallowed by a Chowboa from Groman. I remember the screams as they were swallowed alive.
Yes, I remember it well.
Oh, it was so exciting. You could see the blood slowly digested. I was 9. I think it was the first moment I decided to become a biologist.
Entertaining and educational. Without spoiling too much, I can say we'll probably get to put your knowledge to good use during this year's competition.
Motherfucker, I gotta check on the laundry again. I'm sorry, chat.
Contestants are arriving in the staging area now. What do you know about the staging, Vida?
I know that every contestant is given a number and then they enter in that order.
Correct. And we keep 15 minutes of separation so that there is enough time between them to prevent a brawl right at the entrance.
Ah, yes. I remember when that rule was introduced. There used to be quite the bloodbath early on.
Indeed. It was crowd-pleasing fun, but we prefer to prolong the game. Hence the rule change.
Look, Maxim, the first contestant has arrived. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, I know him. That's Amado del Cin, a pirate from Lankivel. Abilur's men captured him during a raid, and he's been preparing for this competition in our slave pens ever since.
He cuts quite the dashing figure, doesn't he? And dual sabers.
He knows how to use them too. He claims to have killed over 200 men with them.
Oh, exciting! We'll have to keep our eye on him. What about this next one?
Got away with it for years until he took one from a distant cousin of the Baron. You don't mess with noble property and stay free for long, my friend.
Oh, he's a big one, isn't he? Why do they call him Holotam?
It's a joke about how much he eats. People think his legs must be hollow.
He looks very strong. Unlike this one. Who is this waif of a girl, Maxim?
Kaelin Schiff. She was a serving girl for the late Lord Petrim of the manufactory. Don't underestimate her. She can be quite deadly with
Yep,
the needle
chat.
she's
I was watching. No, I wasn't watching. I was washing towels on the towel setting in my dryer, and my dryer it senses how humid the thing is in there, but it can't fucking dry towels. What the fuck?
He was shipped in from Arrakis with a load of spice. They just called him the
I gotta put it on towels twice.
He refuses to talk to anyone. Not the eyes. Blue on blue.
Fascinating. I've always wanted to study the sandworms of Arrakis.
Chat, I've never been. I'm not gonna say it. Not even gonna say it. That's bad karma.
No, though not for lack of trying. They're almost impossible to capture, short of using a nuke. And then, they wouldn't be much use at all.
Well, let's hope that this Fremen is as deadly as the worms of his home planet. He looks savage, unlike the one behind him.
Ah, that's the Grey Lady. Nobody knows where she came from. She just showed up on the streets of Giddy Prime one day. Soon enough, she was running the largest brothel in the sector. Before, she was taken in for witchcraft, if you can believe it.
Witchcraft? Does that mean...
Well, you know that our good Baron has a particular dislike of witches. But I have never heard the Grey Lady say anything during her time in the pen.
So a Bene Gesserit was in charge of a brothel, and the Bene Gesserit has the voice that compels people to do what they want them to do. So, is she the best pimp there's ever been? The best pimp? P-I-M-P. I'm a pimp named Slickback.
Oh yes, he was in command on the day the Atreides made their suicide raid. He allowed them to destroy valuable resources. He was...
You know, chat, I got a pimp chalice.
A disgusting combination.
Horrible traits in the commander. He's been rotting in the slave pits ever since. Alone. Because who would take up with a man so stained? Until today.
Did y'all know my pimp hand is strong?
Officially, yes. But I don't think the people of Giddy Prime would ever be willing to forgive him. And the Baron might forgive, but he will never forget.
Nor should he. Let's hope that Captain Nem finds his death in the labyrinth. But we've wasted enough breath on him.
You know what, chat? Chat, are you even here? Chat, you got $1?
A brother and sister, trained jongleurs, they were performing an opera here on Giddy Prime when one of the props malfunctioned and killed one of the Baron's...
That's the first time that happened, I swear.
Detained after their troop was paid off, of course.
Well, jongleurs should at least know how to put on a show.
Oh, more than that. Trained acrobats, illusionists.
That's also the first time this happened. What the fuck's going on with this elevator shaft?
Jongleurs have hidden depths.
Fascinating. But to win, they would have to turn on one another. Only one of them can be the winner. The rules are quite clear.
I know. And wouldn't that be an amazing way to end it all? Twin against twin? That would be an ending to talk about.
And here is the last contestant. He doesn't look like much.
He isn't. Fodder for the beasts. A lifelong slave born into...
I'm getting sleepy.
His name is
I gotta get an energy drink, but the problem is, the energy drink is warm. So I don't want to drink it. I gotta cool it down first.
Kanto is growing older and can easily be replaced, but he has a hidden talent. One I hope that we can draw forth during the competition.
Oh, how interesting. Will you tell?
Oh, no, my dear. Let's save some secrets for the audience to discover. So, those are our 9 contestants, lined up and ready to go. Any favorites, Vida?
You know, I put my money on the Grey Lady. Witchcraft or not, I love a classy lady. And I have a soft spot for our swashbuckling pirate Amado. Shame to waste such a handsome wastrel.
Good choices both. It's time to get this competition started. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
Are you listener. The contestants are prepared, the traps are set, and the creatures are starving. Stay tuned to this station, people of Arrakis, to hear more updates from Katie Prime and the Man Trap.
Sorry, chat. Had to grab 2 more beers. The beer place was... The beer place? You know what? You get it. I think I need better music than this, though. No, not yet. Literally 5 more and I'm done.
Exclusively on the Harkonnen network. Stay tuned for more exciting content. Harkonnen, we are Arrakis.
You are listening to frequency 152.6, the voice of House Harkonnen. We are Arrakis. Now witness as the dark and tangled truths of House Atreides are revealed by the Contract.
I have since escaped and from the protection of our God Baron. I cannot divulge my name, out of fear for my dear ones still trapped in House Atreides. I am not here to tell you much. I only have any questions. Avoid questions. Questions that are keys you might use to unlock your own truth. Today's question: how did you get one? Why fear? Why now? Why all of our lives disrupted and invaded by this conflict? Dear listener, in asking why, do not forget the how. How
3 more, so close. Jesus, it feels good.
usurp another's fiefdom? What manipulations and treachery must they have performed in the long run to acquire Arrakis? And why step into such a contentious situation in the first place? I wonder, what blasphemous secrets must there be on Caladan? Why must the rogue Duke ensure that all eyes look elsewhere? Look to Dune. What are they hiding in this part of Dune? There might be a conclusion, dearest. And you may just find your truth.
Identify yourself. Shields up! Enemy sight! I've got your back! We've got incoming!
Oh, I'm so really, it's gonna do this to me. And I've already been here. Awesome. I've gathered there's literally nobody alive on my server left.
People of Iraq, whether you serve House Arcanum, the traitors of House Atreides, or walk a different path, know that the strength and discipline of Arcanum are unmatched. Up next, another piece of inspiring music to keep you focused on your duties.
Ah, I see you've returned.
And now, it's finally time for what you've all been waiting for. The second installment of this year's Man Trap, straight from the annual Harkonnen Family Games at the Grand Arena on Gedi Prime. Here are your hosts Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila.
What if you could build your own ship? If you could get up and walk around mid-flight?
Welcome back, people of Arrakis, to the annual Harkonnen Family Games. We now return to the Grand Arena on Gedi Prime, where a lethal competition is well underway. A competition known simply as the Man Trap. Let's join our hosts, Maxim Dubrov and Vera Kotila, for the latest update.
Thank you and welcome back. I'm Maxim Dubrov, slave master of the labyrinth, and with me is the ever-insightful biologist, Vera Kotila. Vera, the competition has finally begun, and our contestants are making their way through the labyrinth. What do you make of the initial action so far?
It's been thrilling, Maxim. We've already seen the pirate Amado Del Sin fend off a pack of swamp vipers with those dual sabers of his. Quite the display of skill.
Indeed, Amado's reputation is well deserved. But let's not forget our other contestants. The street butcher known as Hollow Tom has made his way into the cavern of the Shrieking Maws. His sheer strength might give him an advantage there if he can keep his wits about him.
Young Kaylin Sheep with her needle gun has proven to be surprisingly resourceful. She managed to avoid a deadly pitfall trap and take down a cave lurker with a well-aimed shot.
Speaking of resourcefulness, the community has just entered the Shadow Corridor. Let's hope her alleged witchcraft can help her navigate through the darkness.
Oh, Maxim, look! The Fremen has encountered his first major challenge, the Steel Fang, a mechanical beast designed to hunt and destroy.
Fremen is a wild card here. His silence and demeanor suggest he's hiding considerable skill. We'll have to wait and see.
Now, Maxim, we should discuss Puiko Nem. He's struggling in the web of deception. His past failures are clearly haunting him. Do you think he stands a chance?
Puiko Nem's greatest enemy is himself. If he can overcome his doubts, he might survive. But I would not bet on it.
And what of poor Kento? He's managed to avoid direct confrontation so far, but the question remains, what is this hidden talent you hinted at, Maxim?
Oh, patience, Vera. All will be revealed in due time. For now, let's enjoy the spectacle.
Look, Maxim. The Grey Lady has just dispatched a group of poison-spitting blocks with ease, displaying strength and agility far beyond what would be expected from a woman of her apparent age and constitution.
Indeed, Vera. Her calm and calculated moves suggest that her veils hide more than meets the eye.
What was that, Maxim? It seems something significant just occurred.
Thank you, Vera. It appears Hollow Tom triggered one of the labyrinth's more explosive traps. He's wounded but still moving. Oh, this might slow the giant down a bit.
The competition is fierce.
All right, chat.
The labyrinth is relentless.
I'm getting off here till the No Man's Sky's downloaded. Peace.
Indeed. And now, let's turn our attention to the twins Morani. They are currently scaling the serpent.